fresh, spicy basil, so good. Bank is literally laughing at me. Do I have to add this? Deep breath. It's not fun, oh my goodness. I think even for me, this is too much. Call the ambulance. Pad Gaprow has to be one of Thailand's most well-loved dishes. I know for me, whenever I touch down in Bangkok after being away, it's like one of the first things I want to eat. Why? Because it's spicy and strong and pungent, and it has a beautiful basil, Pad Gaprow, which is what it's named after. It's a type of spicy basil, and it's very hard to get outside of Thailand. So this is very special. Now I'm here at Master Krapow, which is a great name for a shop, by the way, because I want to try out 3 different types. First of all, I have sort of your regular, everyday Pad Gaprow. This one is a pork Pad Gaprow, and I've asked them just to make it a little less spicy, so not as spicy as usual. This one is a very fancy Pad Gaprow made with 45-day aged beef. I've asked this one to be just a regular kind of spicy. This one I'm a little bit scared about. This is the Carolina Reaper version. I am a little terrified of that one, but we'll get to that one later on. I want to try the pork one first of all. Now, if you want to eat Pad Gaprow like a local, you need to grab what's called prik nam pla, which is basically fish sauce, extra chilies. Even though this is jam-packed full of chilies, you always add the extra chili fish sauce, and this usually has a little bit of lime in there as well, sometimes some garlic. Differs from place to place. If you have a sensitive stomach, you don't like spicy food, probably time to look away right now. This restaurant is also really special because they do fried duck eggs. A little bit more fancy than your regular chicken egg. I feel like there's already a lot of chili on my spoon, and this is the non-spicy version. Okay, so they've used lots of basil here. Immediately my palate is bang, fresh, spicy basil, so good. And then the aftertaste is just pure chili spice. And I mean, this is the non-spicy level. I think you can always tell a good Gaprow by you want it to be spicy, but still salty and have that balance of flavor again. It's that flavor from the wok, the flavor from the herbs. Yeah, but I gotta say, if you're expecting that not to be spicy, way off. It's a good start though. Next up, we have the fancy beef on the fancy plate. I love that. Typically, you would never get such a fancy Pad Gaprow. Usually it's made with just regular old minced pork or minced beef. So I'm really interested to see what the dry-aged fancy beef will bring to the situation. This is the standard hot one. Just want to try this on its own, because I want to see if the beef makes a difference to the flavor. Yeah, typically when I eat a Pad Gaprow that's made with beef, you don't taste a lot of the beef flavor because the chilies and the herbs take over so much. But actually with this one, when I finish kind of chewing, I'm left with this really great beefy flavor. They sort of haven't minced it as finely as a regular ground beef, so you're getting some really good dry-aged steak flavors in there. I like them. I would definitely pay more to just have that little bit of extra beefy flavor. And yep, it's getting hotter. So now, Bank is literally laughing at me. He's behind the camera and he's laughing. Look at him now, he's laughing, but I haven't even eaten, he's laughing. You know I'm gonna make you eat this after, Bank. We'll see if you're laughing then, huh? We'll see if you're laughing. You'll be fine, okay. He's so tough. Okay, do I have to add this? Yeah? Sure. Apparently you're not a local unless you add the extra, okay. I think even the people in the kitchen are waiting for me to try it. Okay, I'm just gonna go right in there. Big mouthful. Can you see the chili on here? Look at the chili on here. Chili, chili, chili. Chili's everywhere. Deep breath. It's fine. It's not fine, oh my goodness. It really hits you in the back and then it just stays there. It just it doesn't go away. It's still going. It's like eating gulls to your entire tongue. I think even for me, this is too much. This is like competition eating food. Like you eat this like to have a competition with your friends. I'm gonna try one more. I just want to see if I can get a bit more flavor from like what's in the actual stir fry, not just the chili. My mouth's getting used to it now. I can still taste the herbs, but man, that's hot. Whoa. I think all of these are really great examples of Pad Gaprow. Very different. Like for me, the Pad Gaprow more, which is the first one, probably the most traditional, the most, you know, well-known that I would have eaten growing up and coming to Bangkok. The dry age was lovely, but this one is like only if you love chili. So I am gonna make for you my version that I make at home, and it won't be as spicy as this one, I promise. Bang, I'm saving this for you. I can't eat anymore. Cut. Making a really good Pad Gaprow comes down to two very simple things, the herbs and the chilies. So first of all, I'm going to do the chilies. These ones are called priktinda, which are like the medium hot ones, and these ones here are prikinu, and they are the really hot ones. What we need to do now is pop those chilies into my pestle, add some garlic, give that a crush. Actually loosens the skin so you can easily peel them. The Asian mum tricks, they always work. I'm just gonna give this a really rough pounding. So this is the kind of situation that you're looking for here. I want kind of like big chunks of chili in there. I do want lots of that chili in there. I want to be able to see the chili in the finished gaprow dish. So that one's good to go. The other thing we really need to talk about here is the basil. The dish is called Pad Gaprow, which means you want to be trying to use krapow, which is this basil here. So I've got all the basils here so I can show you. This one here is Thai basil, and that has that purple stem. It's the kind of flavor that reminds me of like Thai green curries and noodle soups. We use Thai basil a lot for that kind of dish. In the middle, we have good old Italian basil. So you guys should be familiar with this. The leaves are quite dark, quite big. You can see the stems are green. And then over here, we have the star of the show for today's episode, which is Pad Gaprow, also known as holy basil or spicy basil. So if you have a look here, the leaves themselves have a bit more of a jagged edge compared to the other basils. We use this basil in this stir fry because it enhances the spicy flavor of the dish and the spicy chilies and everything. If you can't get a hold of Pad Gaprow, please do use the Thai basil. I don't want you to miss out on a great dish, but you know, try and search it out if you can. I've actually found that growing it is the easiest way because it's a bit hard to find outside of Thailand. Now, before we get to using our Pad Gaprow and making our actual spicy stir fry, first of all, we need to make prik nam pla. To make a very simple prik nam pla, start off with some finely chopped chilies, add some finely sliced garlic. A little bit of lime here is great, and then pour over some fish sauce, and there you go. A really lovely prik nam pla. For the stir fry sauce, you just want to mix together some oyster sauce, fish sauce, sugar, and a little bit of black pepper. For my fried egg, I just heat up some vegetable oil, and when it's hot, crack in an egg. And when I get that really lovely, deep, crispy edge to my egg, then I take it out and just drain it on some paper towel. So just before you start cooking here, a word of warning, because the chilies are spicy. When they hit the oil, there's going to be a lot of fumes. So open up the windows maybe, take any small children out of the room. Be prepared is all I'm saying. So I have some oil left over from when I was doing my crispy egg. It's about 2 tablespoons or so. Chili garlic. Oh, that smell. Add in the minced pork, give that a stir fry. I do quite like to add some extra scud chilies in at the stir fry stage. So I'm going to add in another little handful of these guys. That's optional, it's optional. And then once the pork is almost cooked through, then you can add in your sauce. I like to drizzle it around the side of the wok. That means the sauce starts to caramelize and bubble straight away, and I think that gives you the best flavor. Mix all of that through and then add in your basil. Loads of basil here. The basil should be such a big flavor in this dish, so make sure you don't skimp on the basil. Whew, starting to get right in there. It's the only way you know you're doing it right. Okay. Whew. Toss all of that through till the basil is wilted, and there you go, my friends. That is your Pad Gaprow ready to serve. Add that to my plate of rice here. Oh, look at that. Crispy egg. And that, my friends, is a very, very sexy plate of Pad Gaprow, if I do say so myself. And I just did. I love it. I love it. It just looks so spicy and yum and delicious. Of course, it wouldn't be complete without our prick num blah. I'm gonna get a little more of my chili on the top here. Let's break that egg open, because I mean, you can't finish a video without like some egg yolk porn, right? Second it hits, it's like, whoa, spicy, so herbaceous, salty, porky, so good. The Carolina Reaper was way too hot, in my opinion. This is just the right kind of spicy. It just keeps going, like it won't stop. I think it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Call the ambulance.